What's up, friends? It's Ben, and today I have a fun video for you. I wanted to go over a tour of what's in my backpack. This is the backpack I carry around daily, and also the backpack that I take with me on any trip where I'm doing presentations for phys ed at like a conference or something like that. And this is also the backpack I run my entire website and business out of. Hope this is super helpful for you, and let's get started with a quick review of my backpack. Now, this is not the normal phys ed content video, so if you're looking for like games and things like that, please check out all the other videos on my channel. But this is going to be a review of everything that I carry in my backpack to run my business, and also more specifically to take to a conference and do a presentation. So if you're thinking about doing like a PE presentation, these are things that I found to be really helpful. And I take with me everywhere whenever I go do a travel to a conference or do a professional day for teachers. So for this video, I'm going to provide links down below to anything that I talk about that I bought that can be linked to in like things like this backpack, for example. I don't know, it's a 48 liter, I think, Patagonia backpack, nothing too special about it. But the more interesting stuff is what's inside, and all the organizational things I've found, and also all the cords and adapters and things like that, because everything that I've got in here is something that I didn't have at a conference presentation, and because of that I had to scramble around and try to find it from another presenter, or I had to not do something that I had planned. Yo, what's up guys? Just wanted to interject. As I'm editing this video, I'm realizing it's super long and you have things to do, and I want to respect your time. And so I'm going to provide a time code link to each item that I discuss in the video. If you're on YouTube, you can look in the description and it'll have a little time code that you click on, and it takes you to that point in the video to save yourself some time. If you want to watch the whole video, that's totally cool, and I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy hanging out, and I hope it's super helpful for you. So with that said, just wanted to let you know, if you want to save some time, you can check out the description. If not, enjoy the video. All right, let's get started. I didn't prep for this video. We're just gonna pull it all out, check it all out, see what's in here, and hopefully it'll be helpful. If not, then I'm sorry. So when I'm carrying the backpack, I always have water on one side, and then on the other side I have my coffee cup that I do a daily carry with, and I forgot to bring it, but I'm gonna have to like splice in a video maybe right here. Yeah, so sorry I forgot my daily coffee mug, but this is what it looks like. So the main issue might be if it doesn't fit in your cup holder in your car. That would kind of be a bummer, so that would be something to make sure depending on what kind of car you have. But anyways, this does fit in my cup holder in my car, but not in my wife's car, so that's kind of annoying. We had to like buy some little bigger extender cup holders to make it fit for her. But anyways, this is what I use for everyday coffee. Do like my pour over on top of this, and it keeps it warm, so I'm not drinking like cold coffee, which is so annoying. Who wants to drink cold coffee, right? And it keeps it hot for a long time. It also keeps things cold for a long time, so if you're having a refreshing beverage in the afternoon, you can use this so the ice doesn't melt, which is also a bummer when you have like a watered down drink with like melted ice in it. So that's great, kind of like a off-brand Yeti. It has a like little rubber grommet right there. But the thing that makes it awesome, better than an average insulated mug, is this right here. Check this out. You take the top off, you put a can in, and then this grommet screws on top like so, and you have a can koozie that will keep your can cold. And it also works for a bottle if you were, having a bottled soda, perhaps, for a normal 12-ounce bottle. You place it in here, and this kind of like goes right on top of the bottle. So that's why I love it, because it's a versatile product that can be used for any kind of drink to keep it hot or cold for a long time. So back to the regularly scheduled video. That's my favorite insulated mug. I love it so much that I bought one for all the members of my family. It's just like a no-name brand insulated mug cup that carries like hot or cold liquid and keeps it hot or cold for a long time. So it's like an all-in-one koozie coffee drink, nighttime drink, morning drink, all in one cup, which is one thing I really love when things can be used for multiple things. So I pretty much use it for any drink that I'm drinking at any time. So let's get into it. This is a pretty basic backpack. It's got like the laptop sleeve on one side, so this is where my laptop goes. I carry a 15-inch MacBook Pro in here, and then I have like a little extra laptop sleeve to get some extra padding because I'm super paranoid that my laptop's gonna get messed up when I like set this down on the ground. Even though it does have a little bit of play, but not too much. So then inside the backpack, we just got basically a giant opening with not very much organization. And so because of that, all my stuff was like just always jumbled up in there. And so we have one pocket up top. This is kind of like the junk drawer with like quick access things like Bluetooth headphones. These are the Powerbeats 3, which actually I would have never bought these because they were really expensive when I got them. I think they were like $200, which I didn't pay for them. When I bought my Mac laptop, they were doing a promotion where they gave away a free set of these to every person that bought a laptop. And since using them, honestly, if they broke, I would probably go buy another pair now, because I think now I saw a recent ad. They were like $80 maybe. But they've just changed my life in so many ways to allow me to comfortably listen to things in the gym, things when I'm on a walk, when I'm on a skateboard ride or a bike ride, and listen to podcasts all the time or an audiobook. And to allow me to take in so much more information on the go comfortably that I really I like them a lot. And I haven't tried the Apple EarPods, but I'm sure those are just as awesome. And maybe I'll try those out before I bought these, but a set of Bluetooth headphones is very needed. So let's see what else I have in this quick access. Some hot tea for those late night work sessions. I've got some Post-it notes and some phone chargers. This guy right here is a tripod mount. So anytime you guys see me doing filming in the gym, usually what I'm doing is I'm just using my phone and I just throw it up on a tripod like this. And you can have this little wheel on the back and adjust it however you want. So I'll literally just have like a cheap tripod in my office, and I just have this on a quick release thing, and I just throw it up and put my phone on it and go to the video mode and do selfie mode and hit record. So most of the stuff I film with my phone, unless I'm doing like a fancy video like this where I actually have time to set up this camera, which is my like nicer camera that I would do like photography, videography stuff with. So that's kind of that setup. It is a Canon 70D, but I would say about 70% of the videos you guys see on YouTube are shot with my iPhone, which I've just gone up as iPhone has come out. I usually stay about one model behind to save a little bit extra money. I'm on iPhone 10 right now. Had the iPhone 8 before that. So that's the tripod mount that I like. It's one reason I like it is because it's metal. The threads are metal, and a lot of times you'll have tripods that have either like there's a metal thread, but then it's covered in plastic, and then when you tighten it down, a lot of times the plastic will break. I've been through a few phone tripod mounts, and this one has lasted quite a long time. Let's see what else we got. Some granola bars, some emergency vitamin water packet things, battery pack in case your phone dies on you at a conference. Gotta have that to supercharge it. You got some mints in here, and if you have the new MacBook, then you'll know about these guys. These are like the USB-C adapters, so anything that has a USB-C adapter, you can now plug a normal USB into it. So I have like 5 of these so that I never am stuck not being able to plug something into my MacBook because it doesn't have a USB plug anymore. It's all USB-C, which is kind of a bummer. But it is a better, more superior adapter, so I get it. And then we'll just have some random like paper clips, pencils and whatnot, and then a phone charger. So that's the junk drawer. Let's get into the good stuff inside. So in here we've got, and this is something that I would only take to a conference. I don't carry this around every day, but this is like my Bluetooth speaker. It's the JBL Flip 4. So a lot of times at a conference, what they'll have set up is they'll have like a speaker that you can hook a mic into, and then I like to play music also out of that speaker. And so I will use something that I have in this, which I'll show you in a minute, but it's a Bluetooth receiver. So I've got my music going into that, and I like to use this for my computer audio so that I don't have to like pull the cord out in the middle of the presentation and like switch back and forth between my computer audio and my music that I'm playing from my phone. So I usually hook this up to my computer audio either by a 3.5 millimeter headphone cord or just doing a Bluetooth. And so that's worked pretty well. So when I'm doing like a slideshow or a video, I can show the slides, then we can get into an activity, and I can play the music through my phone without having to like unplug and plug in things. So this thing is like the gem that's kind of saved my backpack, and it is a little like electronics organizer. It has two zippers. So the top zipper is where you get your cords, and in here we have these guys right here, which is like plugging in your computer to an HDMI or a USB area cord. So whatever kind of computer you have, you're gonna have to have a way to go from that to both HDMI, and then sometimes they'll just have a VGA. So I always have my computer plugs in here, and then I can go to either a HDMI or a VGA. You wanna have both those abilities. And then you also wanna have some of these headphone cords. So this is like a just double male-to-male 3.5 millimeter headphone cord, because you'll want to plug in your computer audio to the speaker that is being used or your Bluetooth receiver, which I'm going to show you in a second. It has little handy elastic straps for the different cords, a little nice net pocket here where I have some more of the like these things. If you have an iPhone, you probably know about this. It's a little thing that plugs into your phone and allows you to plug straight into a headphone jack or a 3.5 millimeter cord. So you can use that to play music into a speaker. And then I have a little cloth that you can wipe your screen with. Then we got some USB extenders, some more various chargers. Two basic chargers I carry are, I always carry a couple of these like micro USB chargers, which is basically like an Android charger for random, like I think my Bluetooth speaker probably has this, but there's a lot of electronics that will be charged by this. And then I also carry 2 or 3 iPhone chargers for my iPad or my iPhone to be able to charge those whenever I want. And then this guy right here is if you had a situation where you had an iPod or a computer and you wanted to plug it into a red and white input. And so I'm not sure the name, but it's like a 3.5 millimeter to a red and white cable input. I have needed that a couple times at a conference before, so I always keep one of those in here. And that's this top area. And this thing is a little bit bigger than I would have liked, unless you are going to also carry an iPad inside of it. So one reason I got this was not only to have all the cords organized, but also because since my backpack is just basically a big hole, it does have this little area right here, but I liked to keep my extension cord for my laptop here. And I didn't like having my iPad and that in the same place, because a lot of times I would pull this out, which I use my laptop every day, and I don't use my iPad every day. I use it probably twice a week. And so I would pull this out and I would always be worried that the iPad was going to fall out. And so I wanted to have the iPad in a protected area inside the backpack. So this is the exact size to be able to fit my iPad case which is a little bit bigger than like a really slim iPad case because it also has room for the Apple Pencil. Check this out. So you got the magnetic top, and then you open it up, and you got your Apple Pencil little area right here. So that's always in there with the iPad. And then you can, you know, use your magnetic case however you want to, like stand it up and watch something, or you can flip it out and cover the screen. So that's my iPad case. So when I was looking for an electronic type organizer, I was specifically looking for one that was this footprint, because I knew I wanted something that would be able to protect my iPad. So I can literally just put that in there like that, and then protects my iPad, keeps it safe. So in here you've got another area where you have like some cords, and this is, if you're doing camera stuff, this is like one of those adapters for your camera card. So if you don't have one of those and you have ever shot a video that uses an SD card, you know that you'll need one of those. And then we got some more 3.5 millimeter cables, iPhone cables and whatnot up here. Down in this area, the little case thing has like these little Velcro divider things that you can organize however you want. And in there I've got another battery pack. I've got an HDMI cord, which I almost almost wasn't able to do an entire presentation one day because they didn't have an HDMI cord and I couldn't hook up into the projector. So I always keep one of those in there. I got this little clicker that you plug in, and then you put the this thing into the USB of your computer, and then you're able to progress the slides as needed and walk around, and you're not like sitting by the computer hitting the button over and over. Got the wireless mouse. This is just the one that comes with general like Mac desktop. Some batteries. You're going to want to have some AA and also AAA batteries. So I have two sets of those. Got my external hard drive, which is just the normal, you know, WD 4 terabyte, and then a little case for that. And then this is the guy that I was talking about earlier. This is a little Bluetooth receiver. So you charge it with one of those USB, I think it's called a mini USB charger right here, and then you plug a headphone cord right here. You turn it on by holding this button, and then it will pair with your phone, and basically it allows you to plug this into any speaker. It's battery powered too, and the battery lasts a long time. Or like in your car, using my car, because in my wife's car we don't have a Bluetooth stereo, so I just plug this into the headphone jack, and then it allows me to play a podcast or audiobooks or music from your phone. So when you're at a conference, you can just put this on top of their speaker, plug the headphone cord in, plug it into the input on the speaker, and then you are able to play Bluetooth from your phone. Pretty cool. Especially even that it's like you don't have to plug it in, it's just powered by a battery. So that's awesome. That's the Waaaaay brand Bluetooth receiver, and I'll link to that below. And then of course we have the chargers for the iPad and iPhone. So that's what I carry in this little doohickey here, which always stays in the pack and is also the perfect footprint for my iPad. This company does make this, I think was either the biggest one or the second to biggest one that I had to get because, like I said, I wanted to fit my iPad. But if you're not using your iPad, they have like really small ones that would be good and not so giant if you don't need all that storage. What else do we have in here? This is my screencasting mic. So anytime there's like a video where I'm doing a screen share on my computer, to prevent like clicking the buttons being on the computer mic, I just plug this into the USB on my computer and set it up so that I'll have like the computer right here, and then I'll be talking into this. It has like super crisp, clear audio. It is the Audio-Technica ATR 2100 USB mic. So you just plug in the USB, turn it on, it's good to go. It has really nice audio. And then also have another tripod mount in here, a little bendy thing. Honestly, you probably can't find a link for this because it's so old, but you would plug it in like this, put your phone in there, and then this little bendy guy can go pretty much anywhere. This is kind of a backup if I don't have the one that I really like, the metal one that I was showing you guys. So that's that. Also, I couldn't tell you where I got this case because it came from an old laptop bag. So in this the only organizational pocket, that's where my laptop cord stays. And then I also keep one of these guys for coffee shops, a multi-plug. So like if one person's like hogging all of the plug space, you can just politely say, hey, can I plug in my multi-plug, and then get a couple plugs. And then also have these, which are pretty sweet blue light glasses. So if you're working on a computer a lot, it's a good idea to wear something to shield the blue light, especially if you're working at night. It basically kind of gives it a sort of a reddish tint, but it prevents the blue light spectrum from hitting your eyes. Because what will happen is, since I'm working late on a computer, like right now you guys can see it's dark outside, the blue light on a computer mirrors the light of the sun, and it tricks your body into thinking it's daytime. And so until the blue light is shut off and you get off a screen, your body has trouble producing the melatonin that allows it to have a good night's sleep. Great book to check out if you're trying to get better sleep is a book by Sean Stevenson. It's called Sleep Smarter, and he's the one that kind of turned me on to these. And after I read his book, I wear these every night at like 6 o'clock. I put them on, and it really does help me like start to get a little bit more tired, and it helps me sleep better. At least I think it does. So those are always in here. When I'm working on the computer, I throw those on. And then these are a giant space taker upper. So like on a big trip, I'll probably like just leave these at home and take some clothes or something else. But when I'm editing video or trying to concentrate, I really like these. Sorry about that, my video cut out on me, so I'm not sure where I was, but basically these are my over-the-ear Bluetooth headphones. This is the case that I bought separately, so it's a different brand, but when I was doing research looking for some over-the-ear headphones, these were the ones I was staying under $50, so that was my maximum price point. And I was looking for something that had a long battery life. I can't remember the battery life for these, but they last a long time, like 30 to 40 hours. And they're super comfortable, and they look really cool, and they cancel noise very well. So these are my over-the-ear headphones for anytime I'm editing like videos and whatnot. And also if you're in a coffee shop, or like I work in a co-working space, so there's multiple people on phones and stuff like that. I just drop these on and put some chill hop music, you know, some like, I'm not sure the word I was looking for, but some mellow electronic music on to be able to focus, and take those with me wherever I go. These are kind of big though, so if I was going on a long trip, I might just leave these at home because it does take up basically the entire bottom of my backpack. And then I would like throw like a jacket or some clothes in there in place of these, and just use my Beats headphones. So like if I'm gonna be sitting down for like a few hours, I always pull these out. If I'm just gonna do like a quick Skype call, or if I'm listening to an audiobook or something like that, usually just grab my Beats headphones from the top. And I think that's about it. Other than that, I just have a couple t-shirts in here and a change of clothes for the gym, and some pens and pencils and whatnot. But I hope that was helpful. It was pretty long-winded, but those are the things, if you're thinking about getting on the road and doing presentations, that I would recommend checking out all the stuff in this guy, this technology organizational pouch. And that's what's in my backpack, guys. Hope you have an awesome day. Have fun, and teach on. Catch you later.